Good morning from the Days Inn Hotel. I'm about 10 minutes by car from California's Great America, which is the park I'm going to today. I've purchased full fast track today after the day yesterday. It's going to be another busy day, I think, in the park. The queues last weekend were like 50 minutes, most of the big rides, and RailBlazer was like an hour and a half. Yesterday, RailBlazer got up to 210 minutes. So I just want to ensure a nicer day today. This should be the last time I have to buy Fast Pass because after this, it's weekdays, so it should be a lot better. Regarding this hotel, it's pretty good. Proper reception, even though I arrived relatively late. Because like a lot of Motel 6s, it's like a hole in the wall type thing. Obviously, because they must overnight get quite a bit of abuse or not great type staying. My room overlooks the pool. I did contemplate the pool. It opens at 9, but it's quite cold outside. Regards to the room, it's definitely by far, it's a bit of an upgrade compared to the Motel 6s. It's got a sofa. I imagine that's also a bed, probably. Huge bed. And then the same bathroom that all of these have. This is incredibly slippery. I don't know what on earth they put down, but even your bare feet on a dry surface, you go flying. There's a bit more, like there's an iron board, iron tea and coffee. I think it's just coffee actually. They always serve it with a straw. It's like sugar and fake milk. Do they drink it? Or do they just use that as, is it meant to be just a stirrer? I don't know. And a hairdryer and stuff. So just a bit better. Fridge, microwave. Well, the microwave looks like it's seen better days. Right, so I've got the same problem today because it opens at 12 p.m. So I need to go and I'm going to go and find some breakfast somewhere and then head to the park. We'll not be staying at the park till the death unless it goes wrong or it's incredibly busy, because it's a 3.5 hour drive down to LA after this. It's pretty much a straight line. Getting ready for Magic Mountain tomorrow. Have a Six Flags day. Right, I'm gonna have some breakfast and then I'll catch up with you as soon as I'm outside the park. Yeah, so it's about half an hour to go before opening, so I'm not gonna rush down there. It's kind of a really awkward temperature. If the sun comes out, it's gonna be too hot for a hoodie. It's just a tiny bit too cold at the minute to not take one. It does look extremely quiet, bearing in mind the opening half an hour, which might mean once again I've bought a Fast Pass when I didn't need it. But oh, that sounds like the invert. It's a really odd place for a theme park. There's like office blocks all around here, and they look relatively swish. Which brings me on to like the history of this park. It was basically it's got a limited lifespan, people think, because they're trying to sell the land so they can obviously redevelop it as more offices and stuff, which is one of the main reasons for coming specifically this high up to go to this park before one day it might close. It was also used because Paramount Park used to own this. Cedar Fair bought a lot of Paramount Parks, I think. That's why Kings Island and Kings Dominion look similar with like the Eiffel Tower and stuff. Pretty sure they were Paramount Parks as well. But it was used in Beverly Hills Cop 3, where it was Wonder World. And as a kid, and being a theme park geek, even as a kid, obviously I loved that film because they were running around a theme park. Like the double carousel spinning around, that's something I remember distinctly from the film. Also, drinks-wise, I've got the drinks pass from Cedar Fair, but it's a drinks pass where you just get served a cup each time, so I don't have to have any bottle. I think they do bottles. I've seen anyone with a bottle actually. But obviously like carrying stuff when I'm at the parks and stuff, so it's just I can get a refill every 15 minutes if I just scan my season pass. I've gone for the hoodie. Yesterday my hands, by the end of the day, into the evening, it was getting relatively cold. Uncomfortably so in the Joker queue. So I've gone for the hoodie. I already see a sign that I don't like. Limited operation today. But no details. Again, nothing to kind of give you any information. I'm really hoping today we have a better day, but a sign like that fills me with, you know, not great hopes, to be fair. There's nothing on their website which says limited operation. There's nothing like that at all. I did check, and everything they advertise, like the fast pass and stuff, it's all advertised as a full offering. Oh God, America, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Anyway, right, we'll get in. That was odd. There's no real big sign, like at all. That's very odd. In fact, this looks very retro, this entrance, doesn't it? Yeah. We can go over this way.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, sir, you're good to go.
Where do you collect the fast pass wristbands from? Fast lane?
Oh, you get the fast pass lane over in that inside store. You get a band.
Yeah, that's fine, thank you. So this is what I recognise from the film. The double-decker carousel and the water fountains. Right, I'm going to get me fast pass. She said over here, but this looks like a photo station, not fast pass. And it looks like everyone's just being held down here actually. So we can't go any further anyway for now, so I've got the fast lane band. It's unlimited all day with the fast lanes here. I got it from this station over here, which is advertising photos and says nothing about fast lane. But the lady on the not check-in desk, on the admission counter pointed over there, so I don't know. Right. We'll just wait for it to open up now. A lot of the big coasters are going around, which fills me with some sort of hope. Right, so when it does open, the first ride I'm actually going to go to is going to be the Woodstock Express. I think I need to walk past RailBlazer, and it's going to be very hard to walk past that if it is open on time. So the reason we're going to Woodstock Express is because that's one of the rides that isn't actually included in the fast pass. So I'm saying that doesn't look too busy. Like if this is compared to Six Flags yesterday, this is completely acceptable. I think there's absolutely a huge wooden coaster. I think it's a GCI. Yeah, it is. I just looked. It's absolutely beast. Looks brilliant. We've got a B&M inverted coaster. We've got a stand-up coaster which has been converted. Now I got confused. I thought this one was the one yesterday. It's not. Called Patriot. It got converted from stand-up to floorless, so that'll be a million times better. I've got an Arrow Wild Mars, which I've never done before, and also Woodstock Express is not a wooden coaster here. It's a steel coaster, and it looks like it's been made from the 80s. There's no filming today. Once again, it's all Cedar Fair don't allow filming at all. They have an observation tower here, which I really like. The coaster goes around it. Yeah, there's loads of deflection plates. This is all, I imagine, because it's not a tunnel, this bit. I imagine there's I mean, you can't see hardly any of it. You can see it comes out of the tunnel down here. That's the funniest bit of off-ride footage I've ever got. That is on two trains though, by the looks of it. Some highly banked curves as well on that one. I'm excited for this. I'm just excited to have a better day than yesterday, to be honest. Everyone ran to Goal Striker and then realised the chain was across, so you can't go in there yet. Well, just open it on time. I will come back through here, but the theme in here looks brilliant. This whole area, in fact, is really nicely presented. Weirdly, I'd actually done the bigger brother, what's it called, the Jersey Devil. These are like the first ones to come out, really. There's a few of this model. And then Jersey Devil, which, I'll be honest, height-wise, there's not much in it, I don't think. I mean, that is literally just as I'm looking at it. But I remember seeing a POV of this, and I literally had to double-check that the footage hadn't been sped up, or I wasn't watching YouTube at 1.5 or something, because the speed it took some of the transitions I found absolutely incredible. So if this is open, I think there's people going in the queue line. Yes, there is. I'll probably just head on this now, just in case it breaks, because this is one of the ones where I definitely want to get on today. And because I got fast pass, I should be pretty much on one of the first trains. Look how low it comes. Oh, it just looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think there's a slightly smaller trains as well, so it might be a bit nippier around the track. Yeah, I can't walk past this, unfortunately. I'm going to have to go on it. Jersey Devil is definitely taller. I'll try and find the fast lane entrance. Also got a test seat. So I will say the seating position on this is weird because you've got to kind of spread your legs. And I did get cramp on the one in New Jersey. It was a fast lane, might as well make the most of it. So this is weird, this one isn't a continuous, I thought they were all continuously rolling. So this one isn't. And it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 people at a time. The New Jersey one was a constant load. This one has proper gates and stuff. Very unusual. Well, the whole point of these, even though there's only one person, that they would be continuous loading. It's also got a Cedar Fair airtime screen, as I call them. Well, this is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if I enjoyed this more than the Jersey Devil. Maybe it's just because I had such a bad day yesterday. So I was on the second train of the day, back row. Each train holds 8 people. There's only running 2 trains. And when you mix in fast lane and also disability access at the back, on a busy day, this would be pretty miserable to queue for, I will say that. But the airtime coming over that first drop alone, and right there as well, fly out your seat. The lap bars are nice and loose. They didn't push them down too hard or anything like that. It's a bit rattly, and I'm not sure if this was the prototype one or the one down at Six Flags, either Over Texas or Fiesta Texas, because that's the same model. It's nicely themed. It's just I've got nothing bad to say about it. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Oh my god, I've seen these on fairs. Now I don't know if this is on its slower speed setting. Oh, this is a coaster, right? This is as much a coaster as a Runaway Mine Train's a coaster. Oh no, that is quite slow, to be fair. Oh, is it picking up again? No, it's slowing down. And sometimes go backwards as well. Yeah, I loved RailBlazer. I mean, because the park is looking generally quite quiet, but my fast pass will be utilised on that many times today. I thought that was absolutely. I don't think it'll be better, if I'm being really honest, out the front, because that pull-over air time was pretty insane. Now I'm going to go do the Woodstock Express if I can find my way there. I think I might be going completely the wrong direction. So I'll have a quick consult of the map. But that was a fantastic. It just makes me RMCs in general just put a huge smile on my face, and like no other coaster does, to be fair. Yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So after walking around, see how quiet it is now. I'm pretty confident that I don't need the fast pass, other than for RailBlazer, because otherwise that would have probably been my only go today on it, because that queue will be a very slow mover. But what it does mean is that I can go on like all the flat road stuff that I wouldn't normally do, but I should have plenty of time. Oh, I was wondering what that was, but I think it's a service road. It just means I can do all the stuff that, down this way I think it is, that I wouldn't normally do. So adults, I'm literally the only person in this part of the park. I've no idea who makes this. It looks like it's been made out of Lego, and the cars look very retro. But it's a very tight fit. It's not the bars are fine, it's the seat belts. How you'd ever get an adult? Most dads and their kid would struggle, I think, to get in that. But I mean, it was garroting me basically. The ironic thing is, I'd probably fit more comfortably on the other smaller coaster, which adults aren't allowed on, without a child. Which but that manufacturer, like I said, I have no idea. I think, in fact, let's have a look. It's made by Intermen. It was made before I was born, though, 1987. They've come a long way, haven't they? So now that's done. Like I said, I think every other roller coaster has fast pass. I've seen a couple of things where they've got staff members outside to suggest they're not open yet. But stuff like the cable car had a big permanent, well, not permanent, but an A board saying this attraction is closed. So I'm hoping that if they don't say this attraction is closed, that it should open at some point. I do like Cedar Fair parks because they're amusement parks, but they just are very well presented. This is a fence, but also a bench. Good idea. So this is the one that you need to have a child with to get on. Is it an L&F, is it? Miller? I think. I will say this looks brilliant. Look, there's a little stream going through the centre. I've never seen this model before. It kind of nips into the left and a tiny bit to the right before it ends again. Got some Halloween theming as we go over here. Oh, they are actually like temporary stalls. I've already heard this song twice. Looks like there's going to be some live band on here later. Oh, the Snots. Nice. But those are ones I still struggle. Well, KMG have been a little bit nicer to me these days. But I still struggle to get on them. Oh, what's this? Mass relay. Is it just a 4D cinema? Oh, there you go, it's closed. A 4D holographic journey. We'll never know. This theming is simple, but it's actually quite nice. There's a smoke machine hidden away there as well. In this area we've got Patriot and the, can't remember the name of the being an inverted coaster. We'll go over to the right and then make our way back and then come back to Patriot. There's also, it looks like another flat ride over here. Let's have a look at what this is. I will say this, which is impressive. This whole, these two areas I think are the Halloween areas, and these have all been rethemed. It's only vinyls, yeah, but that's simple and effective. That's a good bit of effort, that. It's those little touches. It reminds me of when Thorpe Park used to do Fright Nights. They used to do little things on all the rides. Some of it was exceptionally simple, like on Rush there'd be little like chalk drawings on the floor as you lifted up and swung down and stuff. And it was just simple stuff like that. And it was before it became very, well, let's say milked at Thorpe Park. I'm talking like 2012 time. Again, we've got more decorations down here as well. Got some moving heads actually, within touching range, which is odd and very trusting. Right, let's go and give Flight Deck a go. This is really odd. This B&M invert has no roof on the station. I don't think I've ever been on a B&M invert that's in an open station before. You can tell that's an older B&M, and that is a compliment, because it's quite forceful. Quite short, but my favourite bit was over the water towards the end. After the first drop goes down to the left, there's a vertical loop, and then after the loop, there's a little bit of blurry vision. I mean, a little bit, not, you know, I didn't pass out, but yeah, solid, but just a bit short. Yeah, this helix here is pretty intense. But I very much enjoyed it. First drink of the day. Well, it's not a huge park, unless I've missed a bit. And back here, Patriot, you get in this way. And after Patriot, we'll go and do the wooden coaster. There's this little area behind here. I don't know whether this should be like a little car ride or something. It looks like you shouldn't be down here, but I'm pretty sure the only reason it's been left open, and this is what I like about Cedar Fair, is so you can come and actually look at this coaster, because there's nowhere else really to see it from. Not very well anyway. This is also on 2 trains, which is good. The B&M invert was only on 1 Flight Deck. But yeah, this was a stand-up, and it looks absolutely tiny. But it's been converted to a floorless because almost all stand-up coasters are horrible. Okay, I literally just missed this train going around because I just stood in some sort of ant's nest or something. Thought it was just a fly. I looked down, half my leg was being obliterated. Where are they? There's literally like easily about 30 of them. Now I can't even see them. I must have stepped in them somewhere. Here they are. I literally just stepped in the wrong place. Can you even see that on the camera? Got a bit unlucky. Everything about that was just like a baby B&M. Smooth. It was nippy. I wouldn't have liked to have been in a stand-up coaster on that. I imagine that would have been pretty morbid. But again, it's just like a baby B&M. My knee is really hurting. Don't want to sound old, but my knee has been giving me a lot of jip in the last month, and I'm now limping. It's really hurting. Which means I just need to take it more chill, I think. I'm going to hobble over to Gold Striker now, which is GCI. It's quite tall. It's probably one of the tallest rides in the park, I think. Okay, so I just went to the main entrance, and there's actually a team member there. And from that, it says, there's a sign there that says it'll be 120 minutes from that point, and the queues may be one train in. So this sort of fast pass is becoming good, because the fast pass is not as good now, actually. Because of my knee, it's almost a necessity. Oh yeah, this is a big queue. This is huge. Oh right, well there you go. Has been worth it. It's got two trains and they are dispatching them pretty quickly, so I'm surprised at that. Even the fast pass queue is probably a one train wait. Doesn't mean I might be able to actually get a video of the train going by though. Well, I can see why this has the queues. That is hands down my favourite GCI wooden coaster I have ever done. Most GCI wooden coasters just do not give you enough. You just want to look, so even with Woden, the speed is insane, but the length obviously is very short. This is incredible. You get pulled over the first drop at the back. You get the Woden type speed throughout, because you can see it's a huge drop and then you're right down to the floor. And you stay quite low. Massive ejector on it, and they're not pushing the lap bars down at all. Mine were comfortable. They were just very much in a sweet spot where if you like, it wouldn't click again, but there's like a big gap in there. Easily 8 major times where you fly out your seat. I cannot describe it. It's like I say, hands down my favourite GCI. If you're a coaster geek, particularly if this place isn't going to be around forever, you need to come and ride this. This is the reason for coming here. It's the reason why it's got a big queue. Again, luckily, because I've got the fast pass, I've had 2 goes in it, because like I say, it's a very long queue. But I cannot speak more highly of it. It was just fantastic. It doesn't peter out in the last 10 seconds maybe, but It's absolutely fantastic. It's genuine. Again, it's just one of those rides, just like the RMCs, pretty much. But a huge smile. I won't be able to film any of it because it's all that side towards the back, and you won't see it around this side. It's just this first drop which you see, and then this one here. But that was phenomenal. So that and RailBlazer definitely highlights. But that's my favourite coaster I've done today. And like I say, the tunnel does remind me a lot of Wicker Man, except it is fast and it is a good overall coaster, which Wicker Man is exceptionally dull, I feel. But I know not everyone has that opinion, but I just think we get overexcited in the UK about it because we don't have any other GCI wooden coasters, really. So that's been, I don't know, a massive grin on my face every time I get into the break room with it. But the airtime is insane on there. Loved it. Just filming it then, it just doesn't look like... It doesn't look particularly incredible. But I'm telling you it is. It is incredible. I am amazed. I've just been filming some off-ride shots for the RailBlazer. I'm amazed how close you can get to it because of how fast they're going. Only takes one idiot to throw something over there and you get pelted in the face. But I sort of love that you can. I mean, that's the drop. I mean, I'm stood right under it. Right, I think this might be the last. Well, we've got Grizzly, but I don't think that's open. I've not seen it going around all day so far. Pretty bog standard arrow head basher, I imagine. It's got 2 loops and 2 corkscrews normally. But yeah, so the wristband is now coming into its own. The park is getting busier and busier. Maybe because it's open so late, it's just taking a while for people to come out.
Out of here and go right off the Demon. These are the main seasons, for the ride has come to a full and complete stop.
Well, wasn't the roughest one of these I've been on. Definitely different layout though to the Cedar Point one and stuff. Oh, hello, we lost our focus. Grizzly has just opened though, or has just gone around for the first time with people on it. Yeah, there was that tunnel, you dropped into a tunnel which had sound effects and lighting, and there's a few other tunnels and stuff which were themed as you went round. So that was, for that ride, was relatively impressive. Right, well I think Grizzly is the last one I can actually go on today. If it has opened, I'm pretty sure people are on it. I think it will definitely be one train though. I've not seen, it's so rare to see it going round. I imagine it is one train. Oh no, it is on 2 trains, because the other one was red and that one's blue, so. Fair play to Cedar Fair once again, getting the rides open. Look at this. My fastpass does include this. They are proper petrol, and you do drive them, as in like you've got a fair bit of freedom actually to drive left and right on there. Right, I don't think this is going to be as good as the GCI, but we'll go and give it a go. This doesn't actually list on RCDB. It doesn't list a manufacturer. Again, like a big queue, but milk in the fast lane. Yeah, I don't know who the manufacturer is. It doesn't have any. It just says roller coaster, and that is all the information that gives. Oh, it's not that long, to be fair. About a 15-minute queue, I think. It depends how big the station is, I suppose. So I did Grizzly. Not the best. That would be perfect for if you had young ones who really want to do like a massive coaster, because it looks huge and it is huge, but it's really soft, as in like the inclines for the hills are very gentle. It looks like it's going to be rough. When we came around this first corner just as we left the station, it felt like it was going to batter us about a bit, but it really didn't. It was actually really smooth. I've got a front row on there. The trains are also a mystery. I've never sat in those trains for a wooden coaster, I don't think. So I've no idea who makes them. And it's one bar, both bars move together in each car. So if someone pulls on the bar behind you, yours will move down. And often with that, it means they've got to go to a set point regardless. I was okay on there, but it could be a tight squeeze, I think, on there for some. But yeah, just again, I won't be going on that again today. I have forgot. I've got one more coaster to do. I've got the Arrow Wild Mouse, which looks like a shopping cart has been mounted to famously smooth Arrow track. So I'll go on that next. Also, the sun did come out and it's now roasting, hence why I'm now holding my hoodie. Because it's getting unbearable. Like it's warm. It's a warm day now. Shorts and t-shirt weather. Whilst I'm leaving Grizzly, I might just if there is a fast pass for it, I think there will be. Fast lane, yeah. I'm gonna drop on the drop tower. I'm gonna go on the drop tower, take a ride on the drop tower. I was going to do ticket thrill. I think it's just gone down. Yeah, the drop tower, solid. It's just the right height, I think. I don't know. I've got this thing like drop towers. I always say that after a certain height, it makes no difference. But you get a good 2 seconds of like waiting for the brakes, and the brakes just don't come. It's the Intamin drop tower though, and they are the best, other than the face down ones obviously. But I'm going to do the mouse now to tick off that one. I've definitely not done one of these before, just the look of the track and stuff. And the car on top of it looks very cumbersome. Right, I'm hoping there's a fast lane. If not, then we could be in trouble. because this could be a big queue. Psycho Mouse it's called. This is the fast lane. Yeah, I've never been on one of these before. The back row is actually higher than the front row. Very odd. There's also one car going around the track. And there's 2 cars loaded, 3 cars loaded and 2 cars waiting to come in. Very strange.
Nobody, baby, can roll it like mine. Your baby ain't sweet like mine. Things together all the time. And when I'm family, right? Your baby ain't sweet like mine, no, no.
Yeah, that was quite good. They obviously can't put people into the car whilst the car is moving. That's why there's loads backed up basically. They could just take 2 cars off though and not run it on 6. Then there'd be no waiting anyway. Probably saved at least 40 minutes, if not longer. So the pass was worth it, and I am having a better day because of it. So I'm glad I purchased it now, because I needed it after 6 Flags. Right, I've just found a reason why I like coming to these parks. Well, many reasons why I like coming to parks. I've just found a ride that I've never seen before. Well, I have, but never, well, I'll be honest, never up this close. Look at this. Now, this looks to me as if it's the same technology as the one on the Las Vegas tower. What's it called? I can't remember the name of it now. I haven't been on that one. But that's what it literally is. The Great Skate. It's slightly less thrilling at ground level, but I've never seen a copy of them anywhere. Maybe for good reason. But as a kid's ride, actually, it works really well in a small footprint and isn't a Zamperla rocking tug. I'm glad I spotted that.
Everybody put your pants in your air. Stick it up like you don't care. Everybody put your pants in your air. You don't love the way I read. Then you're just not my kind of thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
It was hard to tell, but they'd actually changed all the lyrics, so it's Halloween themed. Again, good effort. So we're waiting to get a couple of shots of Patriot, but it looks like it's down. Technicians are working on the floor underneath the station, all that moves to make it floorless. I'm gonna have another go on the B&M invert flight deck. The 2 things I want to do. I want to do the Tiki Twirl, because I do count them as coasters. It's one of them, it's a debate, isn't it? It does roll and coast, as well as, obviously it has power, but then so does the Runaway Mine Train. That's primarily powered, but it will also roll and coast, so. And I also want to do Berserker, because, again, same reason. Also, with Berserker, I have never done one of those before. Even though this one looks like it's quite tame, compared to the ones you might find on a fair, still want to do it. This is one of those paint by numbers things. A lot of it's been done since this morning, to be fair. Is it one a day? Did you do one a day? Someone did just say this is closed. This is a big queue now down here. Huge queue. We've ticketed on one train, actually. Let's see what the fast pass queue is like. Well, it's not closed. So this is interesting. I've never seen this before. You see there's actually people on the left there just tuning in. So they're not dancing to the music we can hear. They have got... It's a silent disco, effectively. I don't know where you pick up your headphones. Over this way, I think you pick up some headphones. So they're not listening to the music we're hearing. We're just hearing the themed audio for... Every so often, the person at the decks, she gets on one of the mics and tells people what's happening. I just like it that it's different. Also, another drink. I did a front row then on flight deck. It was a bit rougher at that time. The first ride I had a bit further back was better. Right, I'm going to go and queue up for Berserker. I'm going to have to queue up like a normal person. Fantastic photo op. You can have 5 people taking photos all at the same time, all in front of all the different doors. There is quite a few doors as well, just around the park. And they're trick-or-treat doors where there's a person behind them and they give the... I think it's anyone under 12 can get a orange trick-or-treat bag. Yeah, so no different really. It's got the power rails, so most of the coasters. Interestingly though, I don't know how it does it, but all the cars tilt when it starts going faster. It's obviously brought up to a nice level to get on and out of, but Berserker was alright. I am excited to do one on a fair in the future. Just been back on RailBlazer and it felt faster than this morning. I've obviously been running all day. Things insane, and they're not pushing down a lot of bars at all. There's so much air time. Going for that vest, that's it. I'd be ejected. It's brilliant. I don't know why more of them aren't being sold, and also the team on there are hustling to get it. Every train that I saw was leaving before the train that got back to the station. There's no waiting, which when it only takes 8 people at a time is very important, so fair play to them. So I'm going to have a couple more goes on RailBlazer, and then I have a couple of goes on Gold Strike. I've forgotten the name of it, the wooden GTI, and that'll be me calling it a day. So these are the little doors I talked about, and they go in and you get some sweets. These have only got short queues, but there is one on this side which goes, see it all the way around. Massive queue. I wonder why that one's different. After doing this at the front and the back, it's definitely back row. Definitely back row. You get a couple of mental bits at the front, but it's the back row is just better. Would be nice to do these rides in the dark, but not the end of the world. The fast queue is straight into the station. This might be a few goes on here. Well, that brings me to the end of my day here at California, Great America. The calm of the car. I look really red. I'm a bit worried actually because the sun has been out most of the afternoon. What a amazing day. Mostly thanks to this. But even if you get rid of all the re-rides that I did, RailBlazer was about a 10-minute queue when I did it the first time. I'd have lost probably about an hour doing Gold Striker and 40 minutes doing the mouse. Other than that, forget my re-rides, everything else was done. It's now 5:30 and it opened at 12. Because I'm only here for one day and I have a 3.5 hour drive now, it made total sense to get it today. The highlight, RailBlazer, it was comfortable. I was dreading the restraints again, but it was absolutely comfortable, really comfortable. My favourite ever GCI, which is sad in a way, because if the park, they're going to relocate that, so they're going to relocate it, it's literally going to get ripped down. It doesn't beat Balder for me, because Balder is insane. Like every single hill you fly out your seat. That final ride in the back row, just absolutely insane. Like, I have no idea what these limited operations are, because other than, I suppose, a few rides like the observation tower was down, Rapids was down, other than that, it was brilliant. If you got this far, thank you very much for watching. Come to this park if you are anywhere near it. Don't bother with Six Flags. It's just been brilliant, and I've liked the feel of the park. I've liked everything about it. I've had a fantastic day, and this was it. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Oh, someone literally just nearly got run over. Someone literally just nearly got run over. A guy decided to reverse without looking and nearly just ran someone over. Oh, the drama. The guy was reacted very well to it, to be fair. Just didn't seem to notice that it needed to be mowed down. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you tomorrow from Magic Mountain.